a year ago, all of our lives changed. It's true. It really did, because what happened? We were given hope. We were given hope.
Oh, that's that good.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ooch. I'm here with my brother Ooch and the homie Kai and my man Not So Little IQ Ooch. And we are back again, once again. How y'all doing today? Boys, children of all ages, the IQ trifecta is here. I got ice in the veins. Coming your way, brother Ooch, take it away! Bitch ass nigga. Ah!
We normally end like that, but I guess we're opening like that this time. All right.
Dude, listen, I have fully adapted and embraced the ice ways.
Took him a little bit.
It did. I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? I own and accept it, and it is now a part of me, as I hope that it is now a part of everyone here watching back at home and everyone here on the show too, because honestly, it's one of the few things I can accept, because half the shit this guy says on a daily basis,
It's top tier.
pushes my fucking limits.
Top tier material.
So in that case, brother Ooch, how are you doing today, sir?
Oh, it was a smooth day at work. You know what I mean? Just chilling, can't complain. You know, that was about it. You know, gym sesh, hoop sesh, you know.
Yeah.
Just rolling through the day.
Very nice.
Keep it simple.
Okay. Very nice. Kai-san, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. IQ, how you doing today, sir?
Are we doing good? I'll be FaceTiming.
Oh.
We gotta get into
He's bringing no, ain't no. Not on this podcast.
So, Jared.
No, stop. Stop. We're not going there. We're not going there. We're not going there. It's not that podcast.
For you, mother.
If y'all want to hear this extra bullshit, I highly recommend being a thriving Ozaru over on the Patreon. Become that shit today. You get your extras, the bonus content. See what I did there? Oh, I'm a fucking professional. Anyways, yes, you get all that shit. You get to support us. Become a thriving Ozaru.
My man is trying
today.
to cope right now.
Oh yeah.
FaceTiming?
Yeah, no. And if you want... Stop it! Stop it! If you wanna send us an email, send us an email. fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That's fullpowerpod@gmail.com. Comments, questions, concerns, bits of inquiry, fan art, or if you're trying to sponsor, that's fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That is fullpowerpod@gmail.com. You know what? Since you're on your bullshit, you sing the Twitter song.
Why?
Because I want to see if you know.
Singing no fucking
I want
Twitter,
to. I want to know how much goes through your ear and out the other.
What? Like, what the heck?
Did he? All right, never mind. I'm gonna ask you in about 2 months and see if you can fucking do it then.
I'm not singing it like Jared does.
No, not like him, like me.
Nah, I'm saying.
Right. And hit us up with the Bluebird on Twitter. At Full Power Pod. Thank you, sir. All right. Formalities, obviously, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Send us a super chat and support in which way that you possibly can. Make sure you're taking part of the Spotify polls and questions that we leave for y'all at the end of all the episodes, because we want to make sure that all you listeners out there are also partaking in these conversations, because we want to make sure you guys are being heard and listened to as always. So as I say that, I'm actually seeing what's good with that right now, actually, because I am curious, because last week we were talking about the state of video games, and that was actually a fun little discussion. We haven't talked about that kind of stuff in a while, I feel like. And speaking of which, I asked, do you guys play any mobile games? And 67% said that they do, while the other 33 said no. So I guess what that tells me, out of the folks that did vote and that listened to us, mobile games is even a part of our audience too. So I mean, and they're just gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep rolling. So, Kai, what do you think about this stat right here?
This is fine.
All right, fine. What do you think?
I mean, there's always gonna be heads on the mobile game. So
Yeah.
I mean, I would expect the numbers to be higher. Like, you know, like the percentage of whether people play mobile games versus if they don't, I would expect the people that play mobile games to be higher at all times.
At all times.
Arguably, yes.
So basically, what you're saying is, like, in today's day and age.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Gotcha.
if you got a fucking iPhone or even Android in this case, like, you're playing something.
So even if you're on that green bubble shit, you're definitely playing.
Type fucking shit like that.
I had to fucking throw that in there. I'm sorry for any of my green bubble heads.
Bubble niggas.
Why you say it with such disdain? That's crazy. Listen, I'm not hating if you have an Android, all right? Just, you know, blue bubble gang out here. Anyways, all right. So let's get to the YouTube comments real quick, nest quick. So again, if you have any super chats thrown our way, they get read first. And I'm watching the clock, so that way we don't like take too much time going over all the comments. So if you definitely need to hear your comments read here live, all that interaction, definitely throw us that super chat and you'll get read first. So because we do have some other things we want to talk about. There's something that in particular that I definitely wanted to talk about last week, and then we got sidetracked, but that's okay because, you know, we come out every week, you know, so there's always plenty of time to talk about what I really want to talk about. So we'll get to that. So first things first, our boy Black Pegasus said, hey guys, hope y'all are doing well. I recently watched Geekdom's video about Majub, and it has interesting theories and stuff that got me thinking about the future of the franchise. And if Dragon Ball is to continue like One Piece, will Majub be the new main character of the show and have Pan, Goten, and Trunks as the new warriors of the Earth, or potentially the universe, knowing that Majub is the first human god and can easily surpass the Saiyans if he trains nonstop, just like in Dragon Ball Deliverance? I want IQ Oosh to answer that first, because I want to hear your thoughts on that, being that you represent a generation that is like not as in tune with the Dragon Ball stuff. So hearing that, and it doesn't matter what you say, I just want to know your thoughts.
I mean, like, if he's gonna be the new main character, when we have like this whole time had like Goku, Vegeta, I feel like that's kind of weird. Okay, yeah, I can see that. What about you?
Well, just because he said Deliverance, I don't think it. I can't say nothing because like you can't really take something that's not canon or, you know, not in the actual anime. I feel like to use as material to say what was the last sentence or some shit. He was saying some shit about fucking.
He only brought up Deliverance as an example since Majub plays a bigger role in that. But their question is more so along the canon stuff. Like, they're talking about the potential future of the story that we know and are waiting to follow, right? So that's what he's talking about.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily mind a turn being taken as far as, you know, Earth's protectors or whatever the case may be, but I still don't see them niggas surpassing Goku or Vegeta. Well, speaking of Majub, I guess he's gonna be strong as shit, don't get me wrong, but I mean, we'll see.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Kai, what about you?
I guess I'll add fire to it because we can't forget that it really is canon now, because that's the whole reason Moro got defeated in the first place, was because of Oob. You know, a little 4 or 5-year-old Oob raising his hands. That's some bullshit, but it's what happened.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I would have to agree that having Oob be the new protagonist in some sort of way, even if it's only for like an arc. Like, come on, yo, like let a nigga shine for once. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna do it. Deliverance did it, GT did it, but I feel like that would be good writing, and that we're kind of past that era for Dragon Ball. So I'm not really gonna hold out hope for that. And everybody who is holding out hope for that, that's cool. I'm not disrespecting it. I do feel like it'd be a great idea, but you need to remember this is the Goku and Vegeta show. That
Yeah.
will never change.
Yeah.
Like there would need to be like a serious time like advancement. I feel like for Oob to even take that role, like he'd have to be a teen.
Time skip.
He's not gonna be no kid Oob and fucking take over the fucking world. That's not happening.
Yeah, right.
Respectfully.
Who needs a time skip when you have a time chamber? Just don't show it.
Right. The convenience.
Type
Hey,
shit.
I found one in a galaxy far, far away. You're never gonna see it though.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
My thoughts on this matter is it's gonna sound a little familiar. You know, it's a common theme here. It's a common discussion. And I'm sure, you know, we've actually talked about a little bit about this in previous episodes, but you know, we're lapsing. We already know this too, right? So I want to say that in order for a character like Oob to truly be the next protagonist, it's gonna take a huge set of Dragon Balls. And I'm not even talking about the ones you make the wishes on, okay? I'm talking about the people that make the decisions. And right now, the folks in charge are not those fucking people. I'll tell you that right now. It's gonna take a whole new lead of folks at that Dragon Ball room to be the ones to take that chance. Because as it stands,
It's not gonna happen for decades.
it's well, right. That's why I feel like I said this. I said a variation of this. I said like give them 50 years. Like or some
For
shit
the
like
new
that.
people.
Right, exactly, right?
Release the old niggas.
Release them, right? That's what needs to happen. No, seriously, that's what needs to happen because, you know, we drive this point time and time again. And the reason why we're so adamant about it is because it's a truth. It's a fact. It's like you see how companies operate, you see how people move, you see how people make decisions. Everything and everyone in life, guys, has a pattern. Okay, we have patterns, they got patterns. Just because they're a company that makes billions of dollars every year doesn't mean that they don't got patterns. Everybody has patterns. And how they're treating Dragon Ball, because the track record shows it, they don't believe in their own fucking story or their characters or the potential of anything. You know who does? The real fans, like our boy Nasir Pasha, okay? Because what did he do? He made he made factually the greatest fan-made adaptation of what has been in existence for over 30 years. The franchise of Dragon Ball as we know it changed. And you know what? Guess what? Spoiler, that's what we're talking about today here on the show. Because it's the anniversary. It's been a year. But we'll get to that. But I bring him up obviously because he set a new standard and a foundation. Even though fan works have always existed, he did something that no one else has done. And respectfully, you know, to each their own. I know everyone likes, you know, different flavors and all that kind of stuff and everything. And there are some that are better and some that are worse. But yo, Legend is untouchable. Like it really is. And I love Deliverance for what it's doing. I love Absalon during that time when we had nothing else. And shit, I mean, you know, we have Kakume and all these other ones that are out there in the world. But I'm telling you right now, you take a guy, it's not the fact that it was just like it's more than just good. It's great, you know, not on some fucking Tony the Tiger shit, but you know, it is like that is the perfect example of a dude who had a vision, who said, I'm gonna take what's existing, but I'm gonna fucking amplify it to a level that no one was even ready for. And that's what they need at that studio. They need to just hire him. You know, I'm not gonna keep saying they need to hire people like him because no. They need to hire Nasir. Okay, they need to just let him be the head director of all that shit. So that way he brings all the stray dogs, right? They all get paid, they all eat right, and everyone wins. because when you get fans, passionate fans who understand the franchise and they know how to inject new breathing life into it, is gonna find new success as well. So as it stands with this question, Oob, as much as it would be great to have him as the main character, as long as they keep pumping out new Dragon Ball stuff and as long as the same folks are in charge, Goku will always be the main character. And that is also a fact. Because every time you want to look at the history, you want to look at how things seemed. I still got people thinking like Toriyama was like pressured or scared, or he like changed his mind that, oh, it was supposed to be Gohan. No, the fuck, it wasn't supposed to be shit. He made the story the way that he made it. And look what happened. Every single time, even when it looked like and it felt like it was about to be, oh yeah, Gohan's the new main character. Psych. Oh, Kid Trunks and Goten are the new main. Psych. Who came in after all that shit? At the end of the day, smoke is cleared. Who's the one? It's Goku. Every time. And yo, and quite arguably, listen, and I'm not even gonna, well, I shouldn't, you know what? I'm not even gonna say this. But either way, it's always Goku. Especially with Super, it's always Goku. And even if they want to throw Vegeta in there, hey man, everybody's has to have their sidekick. Ooh, did I sting? Did I sting somebody? I know y'all didn't want to hear that, but let me fucking be real with y'all, because that's all I'm gonna do right now. Okay, I don't mean to disrespect, because I love the fucking Prince of all Saiyans. That's worse. That's worse. That's worse. I didn't even go there. Okay, but listen, every time it is the Goku and Vegeta show for Super, but like, who's the main character? It's not Vegeta. It's Goku. It started with Goku. It's gonna end with Goku, but right now there is no foreseeable end, because they want to, you know, make as much money off of it as they possibly can, you know, and that's just how it goes. So that was a very long answer, but you know, that's a very like, it's almost like a disheartening thing, or a disheartening question to, like, you know, answer, because we want what you want. You know what I'm saying? We want to see this change happen. We want them to take those chances. You know, I mean, that's why we love all the other types of shows that we watch, because other characters get that type of shit. You know, they get that opportunity, the chance. And even if, you know, we know, like, you know, in a lot of shows, you have to have your main character and whatever. But even the side characters or the whatever, they get their fucking sauce. They get that shit. You know, and it's almost to a point where it's like you can even like argue, like you could be like, oh, but you know what, like this character he has that potential in his own right, but you know, that's neither here nor there. But that's a great question, Black Pegasus. Thank you so much for that question. We're gonna move on to the next person, who, by the way, is a 3-month member. So shout outs to let me see, Aaron J. Burton, thank you so much for that. They write, the newest game I'm liking so far is Gundam Evolution. Would any of you recommend Diablo 4? I think we answered this a while ago. None of us has played Diablo 4. Unless, Kai, have you like tried it? No? Okay, I thought so. Okay. IQ, have you? No? Okay. Okay. All right. So some folks in the comments actually responded to them. Someone said that Diablo 4 is a great game. I recommend Season 1 is going to be starting soon. Good time to start. I don't even know what kind of game Diablo is. I don't know if it's like a shooter or what, but that's that's not really in my jurisdiction to speak more on. Gundam Evolution. Gundam is a very interesting thing, because I've always been a fan of Gundam, but I've never known what the fuck was going on. Gundam was always the show back in the day that was on Toonami, that played after Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. So it was like, I forget the time slot, but it was like, if I had to guess, it was like Dragon Ball was on at 6:30. Or no. It was on at like 5:30. Dragon Ball Z was at 6, and then Gundam would be like right after that at 6:30. I could be off by like half an hour increments, but I always remembered when Gundam would come on, sometimes I would let it rock. I'd be like, man, I wish I knew what the fuck was going on. Like, but hey, Gundam, a very respected franchise, still exists to this day. You got motherfuckers. Ooh, shout out to Frankie. Frankie Sisto, my boy, Megaphone Frankie. This guy, I've never seen a collection of fucking Gunpla like his. My man, when I went to his house back in the day, he gave me a tour. Went to his room, Gundams, all on the dresser. Opened the closet, Gundams, all in the fucking closet. He took out some bins, Gundams, all in the bins. And he goes, follow me. He goes out to the down the hall, opens another closet, Gundams. Yo, you know those little closets in a house where you'd expect to put like, I don't know, towels and shit in. You know what I'm saying? Right? Gundams. I respect, yo, sometimes, even when I'm not involved, you know, I can respect someone's fucking love and passion for some shit where I'm just like, oh, I want to get one, right? Like, cause he oozes of shit where it's like, he'll take one off the shelf and he'll give you the whole lowdown. I'm telling you, Frankie has this ability. He'll make you a fan without realizing it. And you'd be like, damn, I kind of want to watch this shit. Or I kind of want to get into this shit. And yo, I respect people that do the builds, because all those I dare I say toys. They're not toys, okay? They're fucking Gunpla. All right, they got a term for this shit.
Fuck is Gunpla?
Gunpla. Let me explain. Gunpla is literally it's like a statued figure that you have to build yourself.
Some Legos?
No, it's not Legos.
I said like on some Legos.
It's not on some Lego shit. No.
What are we fucking building?
You're actually building like the Gundam themselves, like the big robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like Legos.
Listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful for any of those that are out there listening to this right now that do the Gunpla builds. Listen, don't click off of this episode. Just keep on listening, please. All right. Because
Lego ass
no, shut up! Shut up! They're not Legos.
Yeah.
They're not fucking Legos. Listen,
Yeah.
it's actually a very intricate hobby. You buy a character and it comes with like probably like sometimes over 100 pieces, and you get a fucking direction thing, and you need to follow that shit in order. And I'm telling you, you build. It's not just like, oh, here's the arm, here's the other arm. It's not a Megazord where you buy the 5 pieces and put them together and that's it. You know, you are putting together the hands, the feet, the shins, the thighs.
So would it be safe to say there's levels to this shit?
There's levels to this shit.
If you need directions, you're a bitch.
Oh my god. I can't like.
Nah, I'm gonna take it down.
Yeah, calm the fuck down.
I'm just seeing who I can get to.
Why are you trying to get under people's skin?
Because that's the best part. That's how you get traction in this shit.
No, that's how you get negative press.
Oh my god.
All right, that's no. Listen, guys, I'm gonna have to put like a disclaimer every time you fucking open your mouth. Like, listen, we here at the Full Power Podcast do not condone or abide by anything that comes out of fucking Iceman's fucking mouth. You understand? Jesus Christ. So, anyways, yes, Gunpla. I respect those people. Listen, I literally bought one of the mini ones, and that shit took me at least like 3 to 4 hours. And I have after I did it, I already respected it, but after I did that shit on a mini John, I was like, yo, whole found new respect for these motherfuckers, because there's dudes that they take the highest grade Gunpla possible, which are usually like the most expensive ones, and that's like a shitload of pieces, and that shit can take you fucking days sometimes to fucking completely build, and sometimes they take it a step further and they'll be painting the shit to eat, and when it's done and you complete it, people exchange stories like, yeah, I took this long to do it, this is what I did, I had to modify it, do all this shit. I respect those fucking guys, yo, and that's just tough That is fucking tough as hell. So I made a whole Gunpla fucking thing to go with Gundam Evolution because that's a game that I know about. I don't think I've played, but the Gundam games are pretty fun. The last one we played with Dynasty Warriors Gundam on 360. You remember? Those were fun. So, any of y'all got anything else to add with this Gundam talk right now?
Legos.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Move on. Okay, so we have a comment on the this could be the last one, I think. Oh, actually, two more. So we have this person that said, I saved up 20,000 chrono crystals and never got any LL characters from the banner. Then I stopped playing for a few months. This is talking about Dragon Ball Legends on the mobile devices. Dude, 20,000 fucking chrono crystals is a lot of fucking crystals.
Get better.
That's
Yo, I
crazy.
used to grind Legends. Grind the chrono crystals. All the D's ones.
You know what the developers would say? Spend more.
You're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong. That's a shame. I'm very sorry to hear that. You spent, I mean, you say, listen, that's the name of the game, these mobile games.
Pay to fucking play.
Pay to play, pay to win. That's how it goes. Don't be fooled by the free to play. You know, that's a bait and catch. You get baited, you got caught.
Well, nah. What you really get baited on is whether you think the packs are actually worth it.
Oh, okay, that's smart man.
Because you can play it.
I don't know. A lot of these games now, it's really different because free to play, it's like you said, like free to play doesn't even exist anymore thanks to all these microtransactions. They literally made you hold the L, and now it's free to pay because you can pay all the fuck you want.
Right. Yep. That's literally how it goes. And you know what? And this you hearing you say that reminded me of this joke that I definitely made last year during my time on Master Duel. And you know that game is free to play and it's on all consoles, even on mobile. And even though you could grind the crystals or whatever and then like essentially like recycle cards to like make the decks that you want and get the cards that you need for the decks that you want or whatever, even after all that, there would still be motherfuckers that would use the best card, the most strongest card out there, the black card, to fucking buy all the cards that they needed to make the ultimate Yu-Gi-Oh deck. But fuck that game, I'm done. So yes, last comment here. This person says, Kai, when are we getting the room tour? And you need a YouTube channel because we would all watch your content. Puts the finger up with the fire emojis.
Fuck fire.
Ice.
Really run on
yeah.
Fuck fire.
So Kai, what are your thoughts on that?
No room tour, no YouTube channel. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Damn. Respect
That's fucking funny. All right. Well, yes, that's all the time we got for these comments for this week's episode. Thank you all for the comments. If we didn't get to your comments, I apologize. But again, another reminder, if you want us to definitely read yours, drop us a super thanks or a super chat. Or yeah, it is a super thanks. And we obviously appreciate it. And it, helps support us here at the Full Power Podcast. So yes, thank you again. Next up on this schedule that I have here. IQ, do you have a fun fact, by the way?
Oh,
Negative.
hold on. I forgot. Let me cook one real quick.
Okay, while you cook that one, I guess I'll skip over to not the main sauce of meat and bones of this episode, but I guess we'll give you guys a little update that yes, Brother Uja and I have officially returned to the reaction game with Bleach. So head over to the main channel, my main channel, right? And we reacted to episodes 14 and 15 of the new core of Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War arc. And so far, so good.
Set it up.
It is a very, very interesting time to be, well, not interesting. It's a very fun, it's a very great time to be alive, especially for Bleach fans, because we're eating. We're finally eating. We waited a long ass time for Bleach to come back. The first core was godlike, and now, like, and the crazy part is, we were intending on reacting to episode 14, which is episode 1 of this new core. Once it came out, unfortunately, scheduling, life didn't really help too much, so we saved it for the following week to react alongside the second episode, episode 15. And it worked out perfectly because the first episode was essentially a setup episode, like a foundational, like, okay, this is the groundwork that we're working with. And so from here on out, episode 2 proved that
Should be just straight action.
exactly it's gonna be straight fucking fire the entire way through. So, so yeah, since we last gathered here, because we've been actually using, I need to make another set for reactions. I'm working on it, but we've been using the Full Power Podcast set to do it. But yeah, so since then, have you had any extra additional thoughts as to what we've seen so far in Bleach?
Not really. I haven't like thought deep about it
No?
because I wanted to see what kind of happens.
Yeah.
I guess next episode,
Okay.
arguably. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Kai, have you been watching the new Bleach this season?
Yes.
Yeah. What are your opinions on it so far?
It's good. Just gonna keep watching it.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. I still need to see Jujutsu. I haven't had a chance. I know you have though, right?
Yeah, I reran through season 1 and then I caught up to season 2. I mean, season 2 doesn't really have anything to do with season 1. But yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of watching season 2 right now. It's all right, but I don't know where it's leading, honestly. But I'm not gonna doubt it.
All right. Doubt it you do not. So, I mean, I don't know when the hell I'm gonna get around to it. I want to do what he did, but
Nah, season 1 was fire, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
Fire. Binge that bitch real quick.
that's good. That's very good. IQ, you got that fun fact? Are you still cooking?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So, fun
It's
fact
like a-
with IQ.
So if y'all didn't know, y'all know the AI, right? And then you can, so like basically there's a thing where you can talk into like a whatever program,
Yeah.
and you could like, it sounds like, you can make it sound like a character. So what this guy is doing, there's like this guy called, I think like Glorb. He's making like rap songs with the voices of SpongeBob characters.
Wow.
So it's like the Krusty Krab versus like Plankton, and they got beef, and it's actually pretty good.
You know, we haven't talked about AI here on the Full Power Podcast yet.
So,
now
like,
that I
what,
think
like
about
the
it.
Snapchat AI? Are we talking
No,
about something
not
completely
that.
different?
Like voice, like you're gonna have to like hear it.
Yeah. So basically, I know exactly what he's talking about.
So it sounds like it's actually them. Like imagine SpongeBob rapping and spitting bars. Like it's basically that.
Yeah, the technology has advanced so hard with, especially, that AI, that we now have the ability to essentially recreate and basically like pretend that is the person that's supposed to be doing the voice work, which has its pros and it definitely has its cons, because that's kind of weird in a sense. That's like one of the cons. It's like you're taking someone's voice, like that's their talent, that's their livelihood. They get paid for it, and it's like you're stealing it, and you're kind of doing your own thing, which can be argued for the good side. That good side, you always need some sort of like, AI doesn't just work out of nothing. You need to have a creative mind to even have it do what you want. AI is just a really, really strong tool, but it's a tool that in the wrong hands and for the wrong meanings, I guess, it can be very dangerous and it could cause a lot of controversy. And in this case, it's like, well, shit, that's quite interesting, because obviously it's like, yo, this guy, he probably had an idea. It was like, hey, I think it would be really cool if I can make content where SpongeBob was having rap battles, you know? And it's like, imagine the loops, the hills, the lengths that you would have to go to get Nickelodeon on board to do something like that, right? Well, now you got people with these AI tools that can literally just say, nah, I'm gonna skip all the middlemen and all of the likeliness of it being not likely for me to get this creative idea out, and I'm just gonna fucking do it. And sometimes, you know, you don't even need to make a profit off of it though, because in some cases, all you need is something to just go viral. And
oh yeah, it went viral, all right.
Oh, it
Especially
did,
on
right?
TikTok.
And once it goes viral, what does that do? That gives you so much traction, and people can subscribe for free. People can follow you for free, and that just it's kind of like it's something to give people a reason to be like, oh, I want to see more of what this guy does. He doesn't have to make $1, but it's like that. It's like that initial influence, I guess. That is, I get, you know, like it's all a part of it. So that's why it's a very like. It's a very interesting situation. That's really cool though. You know, I'm sure it's really cool, but to know like how or what goes into it behind the scenes, depending on who you ask, you might get a different answer. I'm playing it in the sense where I'm kind of in the middle, but I am leaning more towards it not being as great, just because, like, you know, people are using it in a very negative way where they're making shit up, like, oh yeah, this person said this or this person did that, and they had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? That shit could be used in a very criminal kind of way, which makes it very scary, you know. But then you got guys like I forget his name, but he's like a very famous comic book artist. Jim Lee. There it is, right? Jim Lee. And I got this from talking over with my friends over at Incredibly. And Jim Lee made a statement. He was asked how he felt about AI. And obviously Jim Lee, if you guys don't know, like I said, he's a very famous comic book artist. He was around in the 90s. He has a lot of very famous X-Men covers and other covers. And people have obviously taken inspiration from his work, and they put it into theirs, to pay that homage back to him. But now, what's happening? He's getting old. One day, he's not going to be able to draw like he used to. So you know what he said? He said, I don't care about AI because one day I'm not going to be able to draw. He's like, so imagine if I could still work with assisted, tools like this in order to kind of continue what I've always loved to do. He's like, I would love to collaborate with AI. So he twisted it. He said, I want to work with that shit, which is kind of big brain, right? But then he also said, this is also another way to allow select individuals, aka my family, to continue my legacy. Now that shit's fire. I'm all about legacy. I'm all about letting that shit live on, especially if it's possible. Because, one day, Jim Lee's gonna pass. One day, Akira Toriyama's gonna pass. Imagine they got, people, imagine if he allowed that, with good faith in his will or some shit, he allowed folks that if they needed to use the AI so that way, like, his shit was always preserved, I guess. So if it's for preservation purposes, cool. But then he also said, I feel bad for upcoming artists because, now that AI exists, it's like people may not care for that raw talent anymore, especially if AI is going to make it easier. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very touchy subject. It's a very real thing that's going on right now. So that's kind of like my thoughts on that. Kai, you got anything to say?
Nothing good, so I'll pass.
wait. Listen, we can all have different opinions here. So that's why I'm asking. So even if you think it's not,
Yeah, that's fine, but I don't think you heard me. I said I'll pass.
God damn. Okay. What about you?
I mean, there's already that what should we call it? Like, AIs are bound to quote unquote take jobs from people.
That's also a scare.
So-
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get where this topic is kind of going.
Yeah.
So there's like pros and cons to it.
There
sure,
is. Yeah, definitely.
but yeah, nah. I mean, it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. I guess.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see.
IQ, what do you have any thoughts on it?
I mean, I feel that like, because like the way that this guy's using it, like if it's not used in a bad way, in like a funny, memey way, I feel like it doesn't. AI is like it's just funny.
Yeah.
Because like all these characters that you grew up on, saying all this like funny stuff and then just like dissing each other.
That they would never say on the
just-
TV show, right?
Yeah, they would not say.
Yeah, exactly.
It's mad funny. It's mad funny.
Yeah, yeah. See, there you go. Like, there's opposite ends to this whole seesaw right now. So it's a touchy subject. So definitely leave your comments about this, down below, because I would like to hear what some of you guys think about this, because this is actually the first time we've talked about this here. So it's very interesting. I would definitely like to hear what you guys think, good or bad. Doesn't matter. So
How do you think Dragon Ball AI is gonna go?
it exists. It's called Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Okay, so it already exists. What do you mean?
It's kind of true when you think about it. It's a fucking mess.
It's right. Listen, I don't want to talk about Super Dragon Ball Heroes on this fucking shit, okay? the short time that we've given it in past episodes has been far enough. So leave it at that. But now, thank you for that fun fact, by the way, IQ Ooch. Shout outs to you. So, the meat and bones of this, the main event of this episode, the anniversary of Legend of Dragon Ball Tale. Guys, this goes without saying. A year ago, all of our lives changed. It's true. It really did, because what happened? We were given hope. We were given hope. Come on, man. Listen, that's true. That's true.
Oh man.
We were given something that I don't think any of us here was expecting. Because the funny part is, as we know, Nasir took 4 years to do an 8-minute movie, an 8-minute piece of cinema, perfect masterpiece shit, right? 4 years. And when you look back at his history, you can see that he had some promotion to it. Like, he showed off very short little tidbits of trailers, and he did hype it up over the years, but I was in the dark. I had no idea. Had no idea about it, didn't know it existed. And I only found out about it through a fucking recommendation off of a very well-known YouTuber, my good friend, Opai Senpai, right? Shout outs to him. And I think he goes by Mr. Senpai now. He dropped the Opai because that means tits in Japanese, but I digress. So, so he literally messaged me one day. He goes, yo, dude, I don't really do this a lot, but I really think you should react to this. And the funny thing is, I saw people sharing images on Twitter, and I had no idea what this shit was. And again, they were just images, right? It wasn't like GIFs or anything like that. And I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? So naturally, admittedly, what is the first thing that might come to mind when we see something that's not official?
Bypass.
Deleted, right? And that's a harsh truth, okay? So then I took my man Mr. Senpai's advice. I said, okay. But it wasn't just him. It was a lot of people that were tweeting at me saying yo, you definitely should check this out. I was like, all right, sure, why not? We just have the manga going on. I mean, can't hurt, right? I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I didn't know my life was about to change in that very moment. I had no idea. Who would have thought that anyone in their right mind could have had this level of creative juice to just fucking put out there in the world. And the guy was so sweet. He said, even in his movie, he said, this is a love letter to Akira Toriyama.
Mhm.
You know, it's funny, man. I could watch that shit right now and I will feel like it's the first time all over again. I will get the chills. I will get like the surge of fucking energy. I will feel all that shit all over again because it was such a groundbreaking moment in the history of anime itself. Not just fan work, but anime itself. That shit blew up. A story that I guarantee you no one imagined. No one ever thought of. Because what's the cliche thing that a lot of these fan shits do? They take place after GT, right?
Yeah.
You know, respectfully. They take place after GT, or, you know, sometimes other folks, they, you know, we've seen some situations where they take place in between, you know, other moments in the Dragon Ball history, right? This shit was like a reimagination and so many other things. They took the Dragon Ball fucking Tenkaichi, where it was Goku versus Chi-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
The, like, line for line. They took what happened and Goku's like, forgets the promise that he made to Chi-Chi, and then it turns completely on his fucking ass. Because then what happens? Broly from the future. Come on, son. This shit is so goated. It is so goated. But not even just that. King Vegeta. For King Vegeta. Let that sink in. Let me remind y'all. This is not the fucking Prince of all Saiyans. This is the most respected, honorable, best version of Vegeta that we have ever got in less than 10 fucking minutes. In less than 10 minutes, Nasir did what Toriyama still hasn't even been able to do. Let that fucking sink in. Even after a year, this is still the greatest thing that's ever happened to Dragon Ball. Not Black Frieza, not Broly being involved, not Beast Gohan. Definitely not fucking Beast Gohan. Not fucking High C Orange Piccolo, okay? Not fucking Gogeta Blue. Not Mastered, Thriving Ozaru, Ultra Instinct, Ultra Ego. Not even none of that shit. Legend still holds up. And what's even like a little booster for it is the fact that Nasir put it out there that when the time is right, there will be a continuation, right? That shit is, and it's not just another Legend of 2. It's a trilogy, okay? That shit's just always be in the front of y'all brains, rent free. Y'all should not forget this, that right now, Legend has its place in history, but man, when that shit comes back, the world will still not be ready. Because, and IQ, you wasn't here for this, but when we had Nasir here on the Full Power Podcast, he was so nice. He gave us fucking hidden gem exclusives that the rest of the world does not know. And I'm gonna honor that. Y'all still won't fucking know, right? I'm not gonna tell y'all shit. But I would never lie to y'all. I always keep it real, and I will never hype up something that should not get hyped up. And I'm definitely not gonna fucking fake it for clicks, for likes, for none. Fuck all that shit. I'm being real. Kai's a witness. You're a witness. Nasir told us some plot points for part 2. And I'm telling y'all right now, when that shit drops,
Maybe even part 3.
when they drop, just know that we knew and that we are fully prepared for what the fuck is gonna happen and how he's going to change the world again.
Wait, I just remember. I think he didn't tell you the part 3. I think you backed out because you didn't want to be spoiled because of your reactions and stuff. But me and Brother Uch were like, nope, we in it.
Oh yeah. So there you go. There's even more shit that I wanted to
Yeah.
withhold from myself because first of all, the shit that I
Yeah.
do remember, that alone is I'm telling you. I would not fucking hype this shit up if I didn't know something. And I know something. Kai knows something. You know something. Yo, I'm gonna start something new right now. I want you to have the ice meter. Okay? Yeah, you know that's tough. I saw that look. When he goes like this, yeah. Okay? That's how you know.
The ice.
Whether you want this to be out of 5 or out of 10, where is Legend of Dragon Ball Tale on the ice meter?
Probably a 10.
There it is.
Respectfully.
Now hold up. Shouldn't the ice meter work backwards? Shouldn't 0 be perfect?
Ooh, man. Okay, now you're being technical, but you know what? Technicality is correct.
I was just curious. I gotta know.
No, low freezing. He said a low freezing. Below freezing. That's the only kind of
Ice
scale
cold.
where a 0 is good, right?
All right, so 0.
Yeah. Okay. Below freezing. Oh, there it is.
-1
Right.
type shit. Broke the scale.
So in addition to all the comments that you guys might be leaving us right now, I want y'all to reminisce a year ago. And honestly, this is gonna be a regular thing here. Every year, we're gonna fucking celebrate Legend. Because it changed the game, it changed our lives, it changed all y'all lives. You know how many fucking people was talking about this shit on YouTube in general? Bro, I was at a wedding. A wedding full of folks that don't fuck with anime. I was one of the groomsmen. I was with Roxo. And I was in a room with the rest of the groomsmen and the groom who watched it. He's a fan of anime too. But all his other groomsmen, they didn't fuck with anime. His brother didn't fuck with anime. It wasn't even my idea. I'm humble, okay? I know time and place. I'm not that guy where it's like, hey, guy, yo, you need to watch this fucking anime right now. That's not me, okay? This dude, the guy who's getting married, he literally was like, hey, yo, put on Legend. I'm about to show these motherfuckers. I was like, really? Bro, I'm in a hotel room with a room full of dudes dressed up because we're about to get this guy married, right?
Type shit.
They all were in fucking shock and awe. His brother was like, he was like this. He was saying like this. He was like, he's like, bro, I don't even watch anime, and that shit was fucking crazy. Type fucking shit. He and I took a picture and I sent it to Nasir. I was like, dude, look at this. And he's like, I can't even believe this. He's like, first of all, why are y'all even watching this right now? I'm like, stop it. Okay. He's way too humble, right? Nasir is way too fucking humble for his own good. But the point is that this shit touched everybody, fans and non-fans. So it's crazy. Imagine being Nasir, having the power of the world in your fucking hands. That shit is tough. And you know what? He is a true hero. You wanna know why? He ain't a villain. Because unlike some people I know who would use their fucking abilities for the wrong, Nasir is doing it for all of the right. What do you say to that?
That's supposed to fucking mean.
What's that supposed to? It means that you with powers is irresponsible and you will fuck shit up for no reason.
Nah, I would fuck it up for good. Get these rat ass niggas out. Get these rat
I fucking can't.
type shit.
All right.
Yeah, but
So guys, leave your comments about Legend. Where were you when Legend came out? Your thoughts on it? How many times have you seen it? Let me know all that shit. I have so many theory videos. I covered this shit like if it was an active thing that was happening for like a month and a half straight. And the funny part is, still to this day, I get people still leaving comments, like as if I didn't figure out all the fucking things that there was to figure out. They're like, hey, did you know this? And I'm like, right. So, in any case, it is now that time for your banger of the week. And it is and that was End Roll by Yo Kamiyama.
I just knew it wasn't the beginning.
Yeah.
Because the beginning was kind of shit.
Yeah, not gonna lie, yeah.
Season 2.
Yeah. It's so unfortunate when the opening theme song doesn't like fucking.
I don't know how they fucked that up.
The first one was fine. It was great.
It was fine.
First one was very
It
good.
was respectable.
But yeah, man. I mean, to this very day, Kai, I still think that no opening ending combination has triumphed the Dr. Stone shit.
I don't think if I was a part of that shit, I would ever miss.
I mean,
I don't know who's making these fucking decisions. Choosing like these weak ass songs, bro. Like, respectfully.
The funny part is that I can actually back you up on that because, guys, this kid shits out bangers, and I'm talking about the shit that he makes. Which, by the way, I actually have to probably update our background music because you've made a bunch of new shit, and let me tell y'all, he fucking hits, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I give it to him. I've been hearing him cook from across the hall, and then he'll be like, "You want to hear it?" Yeah, he be cooking. But yeah, Kai, this isn't. So I said this in the reaction. You would probably know this. Is this the same person or band or whatever that does the Jujutsu openings, or the first one? He sounded.
Who is it?
Yo Kamiyama.
No.
Okay, all right. It sounded familiar. He kind of sounded similar. That's why I asked, but yeah, that's all good. All right. And you know what that means? It's time for Patreon shoutouts. Yes. Huh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear your name shout out at the end of these episodes, please feel free. Head on over to Full Power Podcast on the Patreon page to become a thriving Ozaru today. Let's go. Shout outs to Jayante Sheridan. Thank you. Ice. Shout outs to our boy Anthony Parker. Thank you. Park it. Shout out to my girl Crystal. Thank you.
Ice Cube.
Ice. I like that. Double dings. Shout out to our boy Dante TX. Thank you.
Exterminate.
Ooh, exterminate. I like that shit. Shout out to our boy Jerick Rivera. Thank you.
Ice up.
What?
I said ice up.
Ice up. Okay.
Ice up.
Okay, I got you. All right. Shout out to our boy Lewis Barnett. Oh, thank you. Baines. Okay, gotcha. Yes. Oh. Shout out to our boy Mr. Wash. Oh, thank you.
Wash your shit, man.
Watch it. Shout outs to our boy Odd Man Out. Yeah. Thank you.
Man out.
Never count him out. Never. Shout out to our boy Soul Awakens. Thank you.
Wake your ass up.
Wake it. Shout out to our boy Super Saiyajin SAWFT. So thank you. Ice. Shout out to our boy Travis Boyette. Oh, thank you.
Whoa.
And shout out to our boy with the final Chidori Vegeta Uchiha. Thank you.
Ice.
And shout outs to our dude, Worse Than a Demon. Thank you.
Demon time.
Demon time.
Demons.
Do that laugh one more time.
I don't know. You gotta make me do it.
Attention! Yes! He's the only one! Yes! Land the rising sun! Yes!
Yeah.
Our fucking boy! Yes! His name is... Juice! 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 Ice! In the fucking juice. Oh! Did I do it? Did I do it? Ice arrows, motherfucker!
So shit.
Ice arrows! Nah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Whoa! The double time! Oh, shit! He whipped out the fucking... I kind of like the one-armed one.
I know.
Yeah, all right. If you guys want to hear your name shout out at the end of these episodes, support, extra content, bangers of the week, extra episodes, new shit, names at the end of these, hit us up. Full Power Podcast on the Patreon page. If you have a comment, question, concern, a business inquiry, or fan art, hit us up. fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That is fullpowerpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Hit us up on the Bluebird on Twitter.
Stinky nigga.
Fuck! That's not it. At Full Power Pod. How is our Twitter stinky niggas? Think about that. Think about what you just said. I be trying to pass you the rock. I'm gonna start doing that shit. It's not gonna be just you. Y'all gotta know our fucking handles.
I know the handles. Full power.
He still didn't get it right.
Full power pod.
Okay, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
God, shit. Okay. Anyways, while we're here, Brother Ooch, do you have anything left for the people listening at home?
Well, for those who don't know, stay fresh, stay clean, get yourself a nice fucking cologne, wash your asses, and have a great day.
Okay. See, I don't mind a nice washing, cleansing reminder.
You stinky niggas.
And there it is. Okay. Okay, Kai Cat-san, what do you have for the people left at home?
Keep yourselves in check and be easy.
Be easy, lemon squeezy. I like it. Good shit. All right. And my man, not so little IQ Ooch, what do you have for the people left at home?
I got my boy.
Is that a Pokemon?
Nah, it's an axolotl.
I don't even know what that is, but yeah. Okay.
Let me add one more thing.
Go right ahead, sir.
FaceTiming is essential.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Wrong podcast. If y'all want this bullshit after dark FPP essential, that's gonna have to be something that's Patreon exclusive or YouTube member exclusive. I don't know, live stream. I don't know, but enough of y'all need to make noise for that, because if not, it's gonna stay locked up. Because I'm not trying to have this guy be talking all that shit.
What shit?
Shit. Actual shit. Okay? So.
There's rankings.
No rankings. There's no nothing. There's nothing.
Listen.
No.
FaceTime.
No. We're done here. The episode is over. Okay? It's been your boy, Ooch, the icy one, Brother Ooch, the homie of all the Kai Cat-san, and my man, not so little IQ Ooch. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves. May the power protect. Keep it locked loaded right here on this podcast. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay the hell inside. And I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. One more for the road. And see ya.